Konnichiwa, good afternoon, what's up? It's Rupa Sensei here, your favorite English teacher. And today, let's do a beginner English lesson with Shawshank Redemption. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. So smash that like button and let's watch the scene of the day.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind? Yeah, that's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you.
Let's watch it again with English subtitles.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind? Yeah, that's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you.
If it's still a little bit tricky, guys, don't worry. I'll teach you. Okay, so in this scene, Andy just arrived in Shawshank Prison and he's having a meal in the prison cafeteria. But when he looks closely at his food, he finds a maggot. Ugh, disgusting. That doesn't look tasty at all. But the old man Brooks asks him,
Are you going to eat that?
Are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? まずの面白い表現は gonna。gonna は going to の省略バージョンです。gonna 何々、何々する、何々するつもり。教科書とかで多分教えてくれないけど、会話にはよく出てきます。I'm gonna 何々、何々する、するつもり。
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a star.
Fantastic! そして今回は質問形ですね。Are you gonna 何々？あなたは何々するつもりのか？
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
Are you gonna answer my question? Are you gonna answer my question?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Awesome! So this line is Are you gonna eat that? それを食うつもりのか？ Too easy! 楽勝！発音ポイントは
Are you going to eat that? Are you going to eat that?
もし一つの言葉の最後の音と隣の言葉の最初の音が同じまたは似ている場合、連結して発音します。だから、eat that じゃなくて、eat that, eat that, eat that 最後の to の音も落ちていますね。eat that, eat that, eat that これは stopped t と言います。発音する前に stop, eat that 一緒に真似しませんか？ Are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? Nice job! See, English is actually so fun, especially if you learn real daily conversation, not boring textbook English. Do you agree? And I've created the best program for beginners to learn real English. Zero to Hero English 60日間で自分の英語のスーパーパワーを解き放て。I'm gonna とか I wanna とか I gotta のような実際に使えるフレーズがいっぱい入ってます。Don't just study, study, study. Make English a part of your life. Check it out, link down below. And let's continue. Next, Andy responds with,
Hadn't planned on it.
hadn't planned on it. Hadn't planned on it. Hadn't planned on it. Another great phrase. First, let's learn the basic form. 普通形は I plan to 何々。これも何々するつもり、何々する予定がある。でもよくこのセリフのように否定、過去、完了形で聞きます。I hadn't planned on it とか I hadn't planned to 何々するつもりはなかった。
I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't planned on it.
I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't planned on it.
Oh, I hadn't planned to. Oh, I hadn't planned to.
Excellent! そして文法にそんなに心配しなくていい。自然な英会話をいっぱい聞くと、このような表現を自然に身につけます。That's the best way. とにかく今回のニュアンスは hadn't planned on it 食べるつもりはなかった。発音ポイントは
Hadn't planned on it. Hadn't planned on it.
まず planned on it はつながってますね。planned on it planned on it planned on it planned on it planned on it そして hadn't と it の両方の t の音が落ちていますね。これも stop t ですね。hadn't hadn't 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 planned on it hadn't planned on it シャドウイングしましょう。hadn't planned on it hadn't planned on it hadn't planned on it Awesome work, everyone. Keep it up. And next, Brooks asks Andy,
Do you mind?
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Very simple and very useful. Do you mind? じゃあ、いいかな? You can also add to it. Do you mind if 何々何々していい何々とは大丈夫?
Do you mind if I, look? Do you mind if I, look?
Do you mind if I borrow this chair? Do you mind if I borrow this chair?
Do you mind if I don't go? Do you mind if I don't go?
Wonderful! 発音もとってもシンプルですね。シャドウイングしましょう。
Do you mind?
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Nice work. And then Andy passes Brooks the maggot. Ugh. And Brooks looks so happy. And he says,
That's nice and ripe.
Ah, that's nice and ripe. Ah, that's nice and ripe. Ah, that's nice and ripe. このセリフの面白い単語は ripe. We normally use this for fruit. Ripe. 熟した。But Brooks is using it about the maggot. だから凍えているのようなニュアンス。That's nice とは That looks nice. うまそう。So this line is Ah, that's nice and ripe. よく凍えてうまそうな。発音ポイントは
That's nice and ripe. That's nice and ripe.
今回 That's の真ん中の to と and の d の音があんまり発音されていないですね。That's nice and That's nice and That's nice and のように聞こえますね。シャドウイングしましょう。Ah, that's nice and ripe. Ah, that's nice and ripe. Ah, that's nice and ripe. Please don't use it about bugs though. Maybe use it about a nice piece of fruit. Awesome job. And don't quit yet. Lastly, Brooks opens up his cardigan and feeds the maggot to Jake, who's a little pet bird. And then Brooks tells Andy,
Jake says thank you.
Jake says thank you. Jake says thank you. Jake says thank you. Okay, so Jake is the name of the bird. And this is a very useful phrase. 誰々 says thank you. 誰々がお礼を言っている。よく各形バージョンも聞きます。誰々 said thank you. 誰々がお礼を言った。Okay, when you're thanking someone on behalf of someone else. そして最後にもう一つのいい表現を教えます。より細かく感謝を伝えたい場合、Thank you for 何々とか Thanks for 何々何々してくれてありがとう。
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything.
Excellent! Thanks for watching until the end. シャドウイングしましょう。
Jake says thank you. Jake says thank you.
Jake says thank you. 結構シンプルですね。ただ、says の最後のすと隣のを少し連結して発音します。says thank you. Jake says thank you. Jake says thank you. One more time. Jake says thank you. お疲れ様でした。That was the explanation of this scene's English, so let's watch it one more time. Break a leg.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind? Yeah, that's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you. Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind? Yeah, that's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you.
Okay, guys, how did you go? I think everyone did amazing. そしてこのように楽しい英会話練習を毎日続けたければ挑戦してほしいことがあります。Zero to Hero English 60日間で自分の英語のスーパーパワーを解き放て毎日元気をいっぱい出して英語を話せるようになりましょう。Check it out! Link down below. Stay happy, stay healthy, do your best with your English studies. じゃあありがとう。また今度